it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talk.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now 2nd and 3. Off play action. Pearson. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Zach Harrison make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's football 101, because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back, because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You talk about this Rams defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Pearson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Back to throw, Pearson. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Pearson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Throwing on 1st down. Pearson, flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash, and he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Pearson. He finds Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back to throw. Pearson. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 11. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Under pressure, they got him again. Gervon Dexter providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running right, here's Walker. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Rams defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but there's...
Walker hitting, the ball is out. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Pearson targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Pearson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. And they'll try to run the option here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 1st down, Fields. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fields. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jervon Dexter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Off play action. Pearson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 3rd and 20. Back to throw. Pearson. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Fields. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Fields. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll run on 1st down. Fields. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. Throwing to start the drive. Pearson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Walker. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pearson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, and now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Fields. And he's going to have the Rams first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The throw over the middle, taken in.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Fields. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Pearson. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Hand off here to Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake. Pearson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Jalen Phillips getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Looking to throw. Pearson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll set up a throw. The open man is Westbrook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
You talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be.
Touchdown, LA! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 51 yards. And the Rams use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff up the middle. Fields. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. This is Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They run again with Walker. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Straight ahead, Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
He's back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And out of bounds right around the 20.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Fields. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Rams are going to hang on the final play to get the turnover to seal this football game. The turnover treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here. Know that they let a win slip through their